Hi guys, so today I'm going to walk you through how B2B healthcare tech firms can secure more contracts with healthcare providers without long sales cycles, discounts, or expensive sales hires, right? And what to do if you don't have case studies, right? What to do if you're a new player, right? And you need to overcome the trust factor, right? So here's some of my case studies. We helped TruckSwap increase the closing rate by 50%. We helped Software Consulting win around 90K in annual contract value in 2 months. This is some of my most recent case studies. We helped Import Sourcing break around 18 million in 30 days. Right, in the first 30 days of us launching campaigns. I myself have booked around 30 appointments for myself in the last 2 months. So those are some of my case studies, right? If you want to see the whole document, I could probably walk you through all of this, but it's a bit long. So if you want to just let me know and I send it over. Okay, who is this for, right? Before we get into the actual steps. This is for you if your lead flow is consistent, if you rely on industry events or networking for new sales, new customers, if you're struggling to overcome skepticism because you don't have case studies, if you find it hard to get access to different stakeholders and get their buy-in, if you have long sales cycles, if you find it hard to prove the ROI for your solutions, right, and you find it hard to educate potential customers on the value of your solutions, right? So what are the 4 different steps that you need to take in order to overcome all of these different problems and scale, right? So the first step that you need to take, and this is the most important step, is to reposition your offer, right? So what most companies do is they mistake their products and services for their offer. Now, why is that wrong? The reason why that's wrong is because your services, right, are the vehicle that you employ in order to fulfill, right? But your offer is the end result that people get by paying you, all right? So that's a massive difference. So that's why when you go on LinkedIn or you check your inbox, you see all these different people, all these different SERs and businesses reaching out and talking about themselves, talking about the services that they provide, right? The problem is people don't care. People don't care about what services you provide. Do you know what people care about though? They care about, okay, what is the end result that I get by paying you? Right? If you cannot answer that question when you're first reaching out to somebody, you're going to get ignored, which is what happens to most businesses, most B2B businesses on earth. All right? So what do you need to do? You need to research, okay, what type of organization is more likely to have a need for my services? What type of problems and priorities does that type of organization has that I can help with, right? That's the first step that you need to take. And then based on that, you want to create an offer that speaks to those problems and priorities, right? If you sell telehealth, people don't want telehealth. People want the outcome of telehealth, right? And if they have to choose between you and other telehealth companies, they want to know, okay, what is the outcome that I get by working with you? That is so important that I would not get by working with other telehealth companies, right? Now, once you figure that out, you need to research, okay, within these organizations, what are the most relevant job titles that I could target in my campaigns, right? Because you don't want to waste time with people that you shouldn't be talking to, right? So you need to research, okay, what are the most relevant job titles or different priorities, pain points, and desires, and how can my solution help out, right? What is the end result that these job titles get, right, by working with me? Now, why is this important? Because every single company, we have different priorities and needs depending on its size and its industry. And every single relevant stakeholder, we have also different priorities. So guess what's going to happen if you reach out to every single company and every single job title, right, without taking into account their size, and the specific priority of the person they're reaching out to. You're going to get ignored, right? Which is what happens to most people. Right, so you want to do the research, right? You want to create more than 10 campaigns at first, right? 10 campaigns where you're testing out a different priority, a different pain point, all right? Taking into account size and job title. Once you do that, right, you're going to scale the campaigns that didn't work. Sorry, you're going to burn the campaigns that didn't work, and you're going to scale the campaigns that worked. Now, is this easy? Are you going to pick a bunch of meetings right from the get-go? No. It's going to take you lots of testing, all right? But that's the nature of life. That's the nature of business. That's the nature of the game, all right? So don't expect this to be easy, all right? Yeah, I'm showing you the way, right? But that doesn't mean that you're driving a Ferrari. Like, you still have to put in the work, right? Okay, so now, okay, you have an idea of what resonates because you did lots of research and you did lots of A/B testing. You have an idea of what job titles you should reach out to and what resonates with them, right? Now, what do? Well, if you're in sales, right, if you're selling services, regardless of the industry, you know that people have a tendency to not show up to calls, right? And when they do show up, right, they have a very vague idea of what to do, and I always ask you, okay, so what do you do? What's your pricing? So obviously that's a problem, and that makes your sales cycle way longer than it should be. And of course, that also affects your winning rate. So what's the solution? What's the solution? The solution is to create assets that nurture leads before they even get on a phone call with you. Why? Because if you do that, by the time they get on a call with you, they're excited. They already know what to do, right? So if you can create video case studies, if you can create most frequently asked questions, documents, or you can pre-handle documents in that sales collateral, that's going to save you so much time you have no idea. All right, so okay, you've done this. You create a sales collateral that you use to nurture leads throughout the sales process, throughout the sales cycle. So what do you do now? Okay, yeah, you're presenting, right? You're making your presentation. So what happens now? Did you just give people a generic demonstration of your software, and you give them a generic proposal afterwards, which is what most companies do? No. Why should you not ever do that at all? Well, the reason for that is if you just give people a generic demonstration of your software and just walk them through the different features and all of that, guess what? You're not showing them how your solution can address their specific priorities. So guess what's going to happen? You're going to get a lot of, oh, I need to think about it. Oh, I'm not sure this is for me. Why? Because you never put in any effort to highlight how you can help with the different priorities. All right, so what do you do, and what I found to work very well is to create a custom sales letter. Now, custom sales letter is a document that you put together after you go through the discovery process with a potential customer, where you highlight how your solution can take them from point A to point B, and how your solution can help get rid of the obstacles that they're currently facing that are going to allow them to go from point A to point B. All right? So it goes along the lines of, okay, this is where you are, this is where you want to go, but this is what's holding you back, and this is how we can help. That strategy has worked immensely well for not only for myself, also for some of my clients. So here we have TruckSwap. TruckSwap implementing custom sales letters increased their winning rate by 50%. And their sales cycle went from 6 weeks to 7 days. Then we have Southlake Consulting. They close around 90K in annual contract value in 2 months, right? And if we're talking about outbound, this is one of my most recent case studies in Impulse Sourcing. They booked, I booked 30 meetings for them in the first 30 days of us working together, right? And just in the last couple of months, I've booked around about 50 calls in total, right? So what I'm showing you right now has worked well, very well, not only for me but also for my clients. So if you want to know more, right? If you want to know more, you can reach out on LinkedIn or you can book a call in my calendar, right? And if there's any specific content that you like to see that I haven't created yet, I mean, just let me know and I'll get to work and get it done. So yeah, I hope you get some value out of this video and wish you good luck.